We have reached the bolt. Welcome back to trying to give this dump truck a second life. In the last video, we gave this thing a bath. Got our parking brake working again. Got our engine bay also cleaned up. Today, I want to get the service brakes to work. If we're ever going to get this thing to pass inspection, I think brakes should be important. A little sneak peek of what's coming up. Today's repair should be in this box. Mainly this electric motor and a couple seals. This electric motor should be the exact replacement for this piece right here. The job of this electric motor is to save us, forbid the engine stalled out, stop running. Brakes are fed and relying on this belt driven off the front of the engine to drive this pump to push fluid to supply the brake pressure to the rest of the truck. Engine stops running for, say, you stall out, have a mechanical failure, pump quits turning. Cue that electric pump right here to be able to supply the truck with enough brakes to stop or whatever you got to do. Previous videos we found out that we have power coming to here, we have a good ground, so power ground's there, motor's not. You know what, to make our life easier, that makes things a little easier. Let's first work this relay out of here, out of our way. That bolt is not looking too pretty. I have a mounting bolt there and on the opposite side back there. Try and break this free a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie to you, this bolt up behind here, way up underneath here, is kind of kicking my butt. You can't feel it, you can barely see it. I'm trying extensions. There's a stud coming out of the firewall that stops my socket from sliding on there. It's rusted tight, so let's try it from the other side. Thinking we can climb over and lay on the engine and get it right from there. We have reached the bolt. Now we just need some leverage. Even with a wrench extender, this thing just is not... Oh, I think we got something there. Just don't have the room for that guy in here. We're gonna do the old double wrench trick, see if we can't bust our knuckles off something here. Oh yeah, we got this thing now. All right. Yeah, we do have something, all right, because we got leakage now. To be honest with you, I thought that was going to be brake fluid, so to say I know where this is coming from, going to be somewhere in this mess of hoses, I don't know. So we shall use a drain pan and continue on. Amidst the Red Sea coming down there, my contraption, unfortunately, does not work from this side. Guess Old Faithful here is one turn at a time from the other side. Few choice words later, we have the new pump in and bolted in place. This terminal all cleaned up with a wire brush to get any corrosion off while we're here. And we're gonna head on to our terminal. Same thing with this nut. We'll rub it here and get it nice and clean. All right, right now with this relay unplugged, we are safe to put this on. We don't have any power going to it. Nothing's gonna arc or anything like that. Just very tediously putting this on. Funny side note is, a lot of the times you guys get a better view than I can get. This is my view when I'm doing this. And shove the camera down in here. I did, however, recently get a pair of Ray-Ban Metas. I'm pretty excited to be able to test them out, try them out, and be able to use two hands to do everything and get better videos. I can plug everything back in and give this the test. Forgot, I did get this sensor right here. Hopefully, is this guy, hopefully that's correct. Now, to give this sensor credit, it's actually not bad at all. You're probably wondering why the heck I'm even replacing it. I was reading apparently this sensor is one that's common to go bad. It's a pressure sensor, so the pressure pushes it in and pushes the pin in. To change this sensor someday, you'd have to re-bleed the whole brake system. And we haven't even bled the system yet, so I figured now's the time to do it. Let's see if fluid's gonna pour. No, not really sure how that works. I guess I didn't even need thread tape. I figured that was the sealing surface, but it must be deeper within there. Verify they're the same, which it looks to be. I guess we'll just keep our tape on there for the heck of it. And we'll thread this guy on there. I guess my whole theory of having to bleed the brakes is completely false, and didn't really even have to do this. For the $15 and someday it causing us a problem, I guess it was worth it. You know what? Sometimes I guess it's just better to leave things alone. I knew I had too big of a ratchet on this. I knew it. And would you look at what I just did? Oh, man. That was 100% a classic Mark move. Just a little tighter, right? Just a little more is better. Snap. All right, how do we want to try and get that out of there? Maybe we can try this guy, pick, maybe a screwdriver. Let's try these two to start. That just is a little too tight for this little pick. See if a little screwdriver will work here. Gonna throw a socket on the back so we can push and rotate at the same time here. Come on. Here we go, we got it. Lesson learned there, don't tighten the plastic so much, as I already knew. I guess that was a colossal waste of about the last 15 minutes. I can't say that, because you know what, at least we know now if this thing were to ever give us trouble that we don't have to bleed the brakes, just swap it out. Pinky tight. Now it's just a game of putting our connectors all back. This little guy back at its home here. Lastly, our relay, which can only go on one way. Okay. Now for me, sometimes I can be so confident in my diag that, yep, that's it. Order the part, buy the part, put the part in. Then it comes to testing and you just start second guessing yourself. Like, well, what if it was that? What if it was this? What if it was that? That is currently the stage I'm at. So let's go ahead, open the door. What should happen here is I hit this brake pedal. Light comes on, says electric brake motor. We'll hear that motor running from inside the cab. Here we go. Bingo. Here you'll hear it better. Contact. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about to have a working, happy brake system again. Let's see if we can put our fluid back in here or if we have to run it. You know what? It's already getting dark out here. Oh, wrong switch. It's getting dark out here and I still got a mess to clean up. So I think we're going to be bleeding the system at a later time with a little more daylight.